Before we jump into the episode today, I want to share something with you from my heart. First of all, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I really can't tell you how much your support means to me. We've been doing the podcast now for almost 4 years. I can't even believe it. And I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you that listens, shares an episode with your friends, sends me a DM or a text message letting me know how an episode resonated with you or any aha moments. Seriously, I couldn't be more grateful to be able to create this podcast. It has been such a blessing in my life, and I love hearing the ways it's been able to provide value in yours as well. One thing you might not know is how much work it takes to be consistent with a podcast. In fact, did you know that the majority of podcasts don't make it past episode number 10? And we are well beyond that. And it's just a lot, thinking of the episodes, recording them, editing them, managing the guests, making sure that everything runs smoothly and gets uploaded consistently and regularly. And so that's why I have created an amazing opportunity for you to support the podcast monetarily. And in exchange for that, you will get exclusive premium subscriber content. So for as little as $3 a month, you can become a premium subscriber of the podcast. And every month I will upload new voice-guided workouts and breathwork meditation audio for you. So that way you can work out with me, coaching you in your ears. You can also take a moment to reduce your stress and relax and come down and ground down with one of my breathwork audios. So if that is on your heart to support the podcast for as little as $3 a month to become a premium podcast subscriber, I can't tell you how much that means to me and the growth of this podcast. I appreciate you. If you're interested, click the link in the description, become a premium podcast subscriber, new content every month, and while supplies last, I'll send you an exclusive podcast coffee mug so you can have your self-love and sweat coffee every morning. I appreciate you. Now let's get into the show. Welcome to Self-Love and Sweat, the podcast, the place where you'll get inspired to live your life unapologetically, embrace your perfect imperfections, break down barriers, and do what sets your soul on fire. I'm your host, Lunden Souza. Hey friend, it's me, Lunden Souza, online lifestyle transformation coach. I help people all over the world just like you who know they are meant for more, get their mind right and their body tight, and go from crazy busy to crazy happy. And hey, if it's our first time meeting, welcome. So happy to have you. And if you've been with us for a while, it's so great that you're here too. I'm really excited to share this episode of the Self-Love and Sweat podcast with you. Go, shorty. It's my birth month. We're gonna party like it's my birth month. Hey, before we jump into this week's episode of Self-Love and Sweat the podcast, I just wanted to pop in and remind you that in November, in my birth month, every Friday is Black Friday, and everything in my online shop is 50% off using code BF2020. So you're going to go to lifelikelunden.com/shop, use the code BF2020 at checkout for 50% off every single thing in my online shop, my online programs, online video courses, and even my one-on-one VIP coaching. I've never done discounts on this ever, but I know it's 2020 and I know you guys are showing up consistently and you want to continue to have that accountability and that coaching, and you're ready just to keep showing up for your goals and for your dreams and creating that new normal. And I just know it's been a super challenging year. And so I want to offer you 50% off my VIP coaching. So here's how it works. You go to lifelikelunden.com VIP. Fill out that application, and then my team and we will review it. And within 3 to 5 business days, we will contact you if we feel like we would be a good fit to work together and I feel like I can help you reach your goals. And then from there, we'll hop on a free 1-hour best life strategy session to hash out all the details and really make our plan of action of what that's going to look like in that big picture and really plan it out on how we're going to get there step by step. So don't miss out. Every Friday is Black Friday, using code BF2020 at checkout or getting in those applications by 11:59 p.m. and 59 seconds on Friday for VIP. Here we go into this week's episode. On this episode of Self-Love and Sweat the podcast, we have a special Thanksgiving episode. Today's Thanksgiving when I'm recording this, but I think by the time I edit and upload it, it'll probably be up by tomorrow. Let's see. I know that it takes sometimes like 24 hours for it to hit all the different places that you can listen to the podcast on. So anyways, I'm recording this on Thanksgiving, and I am so thankful for all of you guys that have been listening from the beginning, and also any new listeners. I absolutely am so grateful and so thankful for all of you guys and the valuable feedback and the questions. I'm thankful for all the conversations that have been had on the podcast. And I'm just thankful for the setup and the way that, it's super easy. I know how to do it. I know how to edit it. I can do it, without worrying about the right lighting. I can do it without worrying if I'm in my pajamas. But you guys know if you follow me on Instagram or social media, sometimes I look into the camera, like for Instagram stories, before I even look in the mirror. So I'm not worried about you guys seeing my attire. I am in pajamas right now, though, for the record, and probably will for the whole day. But I did an awesome workout. I did a lower body, really heavy lifting workout. I had a great shower and I curled my hair, and then I stayed in my pajamas. And that's how it's going to be today. So today on this episode, I want to talk to you guys about things that I'm thankful for. And I made a list. I do this every year, and I actually do this on a regular basis, write down in like my gratitude journal or write down things I'm grateful for. But especially on Thanksgiving, I think it prompts people, especially in America. I know that not everybody all around the world celebrates Thanksgiving, but I've been getting a lot of email replies to the newsletter I sent out today asking people for what they're thankful for. And I've been getting a lot of replies from all over the world. So I know that you guys are eager to share what you're grateful for. And I know that I love that feeling when people are bringing that to the table, because I've been getting a lot of stuff like I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for my health. And a lot of really invaluable things. And so I've just loved reading all the emails that I've been getting from you guys. And so, this is my list of some things I wrote down today that I want to share with you guys. So the first one is I'm thankful to be alive. I'm really thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to be alive today because, some people didn't wake up this morning or we are never guaranteed which day is our last. And so I'm super thankful every day that my eyes open and my feet hit the ground, super thankful to be alive, but also really thankful to be alive in a time such as this, where the whole world is the whole world is changing and there's a lot going on. And I just feel like what a time to be alive. Yeah, it's tough, sticky, messy, uncomfortable, all the things, but I'm here for it. I'm thankful for 2020 and for the clarity that it brought. I think in a very different way than we maybe would have assumed when we thought about 2020 and this is the year and clarity and vision and whatever. But hey, God wraps up things in different packages. And oftentimes, if we ask for patience, we get opportunities to be patient, right? If we're looking for clarity, I can't think of a better way than, at least for me personally, I can't think of a better way than to put me somewhere, make me stay put, can't fly anywhere, and just really root down in what that means for me. And so I'm just super thankful to be alive in a time like this. And it's been a rough one, definitely, but I can see, I can use my perception to work with me or work kind of against me or in a different direction. And so I'm choosing to be thankful to be alive at this time, because of, a lot of people have lost their lives for sure in this pandemic. But also, I think a lot of people, forget what a blessing it is in this time to wake up every day and to have each and every breath is a blessing. And so I'm very thankful to be alive. The other thing I wrote down is that I'm thankful for the struggle. I am thankful for the struggle. This year was really tough on a lot of people. And I've shared this in more detail, but in early spring, when everything shut down and I was in Austria, it was no more live workout parties, no more events, no more traveling, at home, trying to figure out how I was going to get back to America to be with my family. Just a lot of struggle going on in my relationship at the time, which we've since broke up. And so all of that was a huge and major struggle. And I know a lot of people went through a lot of personal growth and personal challenges and relationship struggles and challenges and all of that. But it was a major struggle. And when, we're in a space, or at least when I was in a space where you're home and you're alone and you're wondering, kind of pretty much obsessively worrying about if you're going to get a flight home, when that's going to happen, all of that, I would wake up in the morning just frantic, freaking out. I have to be at the edge of my bed. I'd sit at the edge of my bed and just pray and just say, hey, Lunden, there's no reason to feel this way. It's gonna work out. You're not stuck. You're not doomed. You have people here that care about you. This dialogue literally had that with myself, oftentimes out loud. I'm a giant self-talker. I talk to myself a ton. So yeah, really having to take control of my thoughts and really having to take control of that first thought, and reading a ton on this. A book that helped me tremendously was Joyce Meyer's The Battlefield of the Mind. It's a book / journal. And I just I'm a really good student. I love to be a student. And so I just took that book and I read it and I underlined and I did all the exercises and I just continued to show up to every single, limiting belief and thought that was creeping in that wanted to sabotage, and come in. It was no. Reframe it, change it, dismiss, you are not welcome here, and repeating that over and 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 over again. And I say it that many times because literally sometimes it was 50 times a day. So I'm thankful for that struggle, and I'm thankful for the ability, I would just say I'm thankful for the struggle, and I'm thankful for what it taught me and how it added to who I am and what I believe I'm, capable of. And I just kind of look back and I'm I'm really thankful for that. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't, have learned what I did or realized, how valuable family is. And then coming here to America after being in Austria, and then it was time, I decided I wanted to move back. And I was dude, if I could go through that spring 3 months of battlefield of the mind and just kind of worrying about if I was going to come home and all that was, early 2020. If I can go through that, I'm pretty sure I can get my stuff together. I can get it all moved out of Austria. I can make it work. I can set up shop in my parents' house in the interim, set up my podcast, get things going. Lunden, you only need your phone. You only need your computer. You don't need all the things, and just had to really remind myself that hey, you overcame a lot this year, and yeah, you can continue to do hard things. And through that struggle, you came out, you came out. It was all good. It was hard. It was uncomfortable, all the things. But I just feel the more things that we go through, it's just a reminder of really what we're capable of for the next time. The next thing doesn't seem so scary. The next thing is I got this, So that's the second thing, is I'm thankful for the struggle. And I just continue to thank God every day for the struggle. Because the struggle is real. It's been real. We've been honoring the struggle before 2020, but especially now. Number 3, thankful for. I'm thankful for the people that hurt me. I'm thankful for the people that hurt me. There's been a lot of, just stuff, family stuff, relationship stuff where I felt really hurt. And sometimes it can be very easy to hold on to grudges and to not forgive and to be upset for people treating this way and letting it affect you beyond the time it happened. Like we hold on to things for a long time. If someone did something to us 3 months ago, we can think about it and get all, worked up about it like it was yesterday. And so I'm really thankful for some of those hard moments in both family and personal and professional, even relationships, where I felt like that person really like, oh my gosh, like what the heck? Like, are you kidding me right now? But then being able to see the lesson that was in that and to say, okay, like, thank you for that, because without that, I wouldn't have learned X, Y, or Z about myself. I wouldn't have learned X, Y, or Z, about you or just others in general. And I just thank you because it is all part of the plan. It's all part of, if you think about like a big stone and the guy like chiseling away at it to make this sculpture, it's just all part of that. And, sometimes a little of the chipping away hurts more than others. But I'm really thankful for the people that have hurt me or taught me lessons or wronged me or, like I said, in family stuff, in personal relationships, in professional relationships, some shady things. I'm just like, I'm so thankful for that. There had been some things, professionally that happened where I had to like then step up and I'm like, oh my gosh, like you crushed it, Lunden. Like you thought you needed, X, Y, and Z and this and that, but you didn't. You just needed yourself and purpose and, a mission and thinking about the people that you're creating the content for and some time and a disconnection from your phone and just go for it. And you can really do a lot of things. So I was really proud of that. And I'm thankful for some of those situations that happened. And, then it allows us to kind of set up better boundaries of what we will and will not tolerate from people and how we will and will not allow people to hurt us or affect us. Because that's a big one too, is our ownership. And some of that is saying like, okay, was this person really malicious, mean, and going after, and hurt me intentionally? That's possible. Or were they just being how they've always been? And I'm just not choosing to see the patterns in the way that I continue to let them hurt me and continue to put myself in positions where I can be hurt because I keep setting up those expectations. So thankful for the people that hurt you, gratitude for them, forgiveness for them, love for them, and thankful for, them being part of your sculpture. Thankful for, next thing, I'm thankful for my health. So thankful for my health. Like my physical health. I'm thankful for my muscles and that I'm strong and that I have a strong core and that I can run. I'm thankful that I wake up feeling really good and that I don't feel exhausted after the foods that I eat, that I'm eating foods that agree with my body and that my body loves. I'm thankful, for my health in the sense that I went through a huge hormonal struggle from prolonged birth control use and I had horrible acne and my mood was all over the place and I just felt like crap and I just, I was always bloated or this or this or that. So I'm just thankful for that journey and I'm thankful for understanding the importance of all the little things and the compounding effects that they create over time. And I'm thankful to be able to teach that to other people as well. I'm just thankful for when it comes to my health, like that vibrance, that energy, and just being able to move through spaces and, if I need to go over here and lift a box and go under something. And if I feel like, I'm like with my immune system on top of that too, it's like, I feel like I can, like I'm physically strong. I can fight off things or move boxes or whatever, move things around, rearrange things. So I'm super thankful for that, that physical health. And then what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say from the other side. That I'm thankful that I can move things and I don't remember exactly what I was going to say from the other standpoint, but like I said, I'm just reading from a list here and just kind of talking to you guys from my heart in terms of what I'm thankful for my health there. So like I said, I'm thankful I can move stuff around and for that health and all of that, but also for like the energy and the vibrance that comes with healthy eating and healthy living. And, also when I think about health when it comes to, reducing stress and staying hydrated and getting enough good quality sleep. I'm thankful for those compounding effects over time and how they've helped me really feel unstoppable and strong physically. Like I said, now I remember what I was going to say. it all comes back, but also my immune system. I feel like my immune system is really, really strong as well. And I'm able to stay really healthy without feeling like I need to knock on wood. And I'm very thankful for that health. Very thankful for that. I hold that very near and dear to my heart. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping other people get healthy. The next thing I'm thankful for, what's this? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5, thankful for technology. I am so thankful for technology, you guys. I've been on social media regularly sharing Life Like Lunden health wellness tips since I was 17. Now I'm 32. It wasn't just in 2020 that I was showing up more online and running my business more online and things like that. Technology has played a huge part just from not only connecting with you guys online, but then when I've, over the last 6 years, and even since I was 17, I moved out of my parents' house, moved 5 hours away to Long Beach, California, 5-hour drive away. And then, of course, I moved to Austria at some point. So technology has helped us a lot stay connected. We've always FaceTimed every Sunday. We have, 30 minutes to an hour chat with my parents and sometimes my brother and my niece if they would be around. So I'm very thankful for technology. When my great grandma on my mom's side came from Italy to America, she came at a time, I don't know the exact year, but she came, of course, at a time when, there weren't even like telephones, right? So she never saw her family again. She never saw her relatives, her mom ever again when she came to America, ever again. And my mom told me when they were cleaning out like her stuff after she passed away, if I remember the story correctly, but there was a picture that they found of like a woman dead in a casket. And they were like, who's this? And oh, that was my great-grandma's mother, my great-great-grandma. And that's how my great-grandma found out that her mom passed away. They took a picture, got that developed, and then sent it in the mail, for my great-grandma to figure out that her mom passed away. And I just feel like not that technology makes it any easier to receive news like that, but I'm just very thankful for the continuous possibility to build relationships and connect and stay connected through technology. I feel like that's so important. And, social media, I know it can be a place, full of blah, blah and fake stuff, but I'm so thankful to be able to have that, to stay in touch with my aunts and uncles and cousins and friends from all over the world and second cousins, third cousins, all the things, to see like how they're doing and a sneak peek into their life of, how's the latest sports game going, or what are they interested in, or what are they doing, or, all the pictures that you get to see, with all the cute moms with their little kids and their chalkboards of their favorite things and what they want to be when they grow up. Like, I just love being able to connect with people that I love that way and learn about them and their growing families and friends that I've, had the opportunity to connect with from all over the world. Like, I'm so thankful for that. That's another one. The travels we can talk about next. I didn't even write that on my list, but I'm going to write that here. But with technology, it's like I get to stay connected with a lot of people that I was able to meet throughout the years. And then as their families are growing, or some of them are even like getting married and all the things. Yeah, of course I can't be, in Australia or Japan or New York or Spain or Italy or all the places for all of my friends, like milestones and things like that. But I'm just thankful to be able to be a part of them remotely through technology and be able to stay in touch and motivate and inspire each other through our growth, because I feel like I've met so many amazing people throughout the last, 6 years that it's just a blessing to be able to stay connected with them as well. 2020 style pandemic or not, we can't always be everywhere all the time in general. So I'm very thankful for technology. And then number 6, the one I just listed, last minute here. In fact, I wrote this list on the back of like an envelope that I got from my bank. So this is like super legit, just straight up. Yeah, I've grabbed a pen and wrote this on the back of an envelope here. Real life stuff, real life. So the last one, the 6th thing I'm going to talk about that I'm thankful for is my traveling experiences. Like, I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful that I have that wanderlust spirit, and I acted on that, and I was able to travel all over the world in over 13 countries. I think more. 13 was like what we did live workout parties in, if not maybe more. And then travel wise, I don't know, I don't have a full list, but definitely like 17 to 20 range in terms of places that I visited, different countries. And I just am like, I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for the experiences that I got with other people, the experiences I got, traveling alone and being on my own and with myself and meeting new people in different cultures. And then in some cases, being able to meet their families and people that are important in their lives. And so really traveling and then getting to know people from different cultures on a deeper level has just been such an absolute blessing and just has helped me, just have much more perspective. It's like cool if someone doesn't believe what I believe, or if they think differently, dress differently, certain things stress them out in ways that don't stress me, or just whatever. Like I just became really, I just really loved learning about people and getting to know what makes them unique and what makes them them. And then also in my travels too, I had the opportunity to teach a lot of workout groups and a lot of workout classes, live workout parties, in, wine country in the middle of a village in Italy for like 30 people, all the way up to thousands of people in front of the Rathaus in Vienna and all these different places. And sometimes I'd be in countries, actually a lot of times, because I don't speak all the languages, I'd be in countries where I didn't speak the language and I didn't, know how to communicate other than like smiles and movements and hugs and sometimes a translator. But I'm very thankful for all those travels and those experiences teaching workout events, because you realize that like fitness knows no language and like anybody can kind of mimic and figure out what our bodies are doing in terms of doing a squat or holding a plank, using body language and, not and shaking your head yes and no, and just kind of laughing and understanding that, hey, there's other ways to communicate than just with words. And we can really, move our bodies together and smile all in the same language and connect that way. So that's been really beautiful too. So, last but absolutely not least, I'm super thankful for you guys and for the ability to wake up every morning and serve and provide value to all of you guys listening all over the world. That makes me feel so thankful and so happy and helps me execute my why of being able to work from anywhere in the world, visit my family whenever I want, and continue to provide maximum impact there. So thankful to be alive, thankful for the struggle, thankful for the people that hurt me, thankful for my health, thankful for technology, and thankful for all the travels and all the people that I've met and experiences I've had and personal growth along the way to see that, everybody's living their life very differently, and doesn't mean that our way has to be everybody else's way, right? And I think we can see how that's panning out a lot this year as we want everybody to believe, think, act, behave, and feel the same way. And not an easy feat there. And I think more conversations and more learning and more growing and understanding other people's lives and empathizing there, for me has been super healing and has helped me a lot. Throughout the years, but especially this year. So thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Self-Love and Sweat, the podcast. You guys rock. I am so thankful for you. And don't forget to take advantage of the Black Friday sale. It's our last Black Friday sale this month, after a full month full of 50% off, my big birthday giveaway. Congrats to Megan, by the way, who won that giveaway. But you can go to lifelikeLondon.com/shop and use the code BF2020 at checkout to get 50% off, not 20% off, 50% off everything in my online shop, including VIP coaching. And if you're interested in one-on-one customized VIP coaching, you can go to www.lifelikeLondon.com/VIP. And as long as you fill out that application by Friday, Black Friday, tomorrow, 27th, at 11:59 p.m. and 59 seconds Pacific Standard Time, as long as your application is in by then, I will, you will qualify for that 50% off major discount. I've never done that before on VIP, but love you guys and I'm super thankful for you. And I want to see you guys can continue to succeed and grow. So thank you guys so much for listening, and have a beautiful Thanksgiving, regardless of if you celebrate that as a national holiday or not. Think about what you're thankful for and give thanks for that every single day, friends, because every day is not a given. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Self-Love and Sweat, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor. Wherever you're listening to this podcast, give us a review. This really helps a lot. And share this with a friend. I'm only one person, and with your help, we can really spread the message of self-love and sweat and change more lives all around the world. I'm Lunden Souza, reminding you that you deserve a life full of passion, presence, and purpose, fueled by self-love and sweat.